Here's a fun Christmas treat. It's a salute to our principals and the tremendous work they do every day on their campuses. But there's a little twist. We're looking at the job through the eyes of a third grader, serving as her school's principal for the day.
Okay, and on this, let's put...
If you're going to walk a mile in the principal's shoes, make sure your own are comfortable. Luckily, Haley Russell is prepared. Her sparkly boots are made for walking. It's a special day for the third grader who is principal for the day at May Elementary School.
They're going to be doing some guided reading, so you may want to click guided reading.
Santa's not the only one making a list this time of year. As Haley takes charge, her assistant is the school's usual principal, Sandra Bonnet, who has made plans for a busy day.
Good job.
There's so many things that I don't have on my calendar that I do, but as I wrote them out, I thought, oh boy, oh my goodness, this list is long. And when I showed it to Haley, it was pretty overwhelming. And, you know, she looked at it and said, we're doing all that today? And I'm like, yeah. So they're learning how to do that.
One of their first stops is the library to sit in on a parent coffee and discussion on bullying. Though she is a little nervous, Haley shares a few insights with the group.
You have been helping me with my math problems, or you've been helping me with social studies.
Then it's time for walk-through observations of teachers, made easier with the principal's personal iPad. There are some pretty specific things Haley is looking for.
Like, what was the teacher doing? Did she have to tell somebody? Did she have to, like, say, go sit down, or did she have to redirect somebody? And was the teacher doing good? What was the class doing? What was their main objective?
What you got going there?
We've been looking in classrooms.
After a quick check-in with the vice principal, it's off to the cafeteria to listen to rehearsals for a Christmas program. Another important job for Haley is making sure the pre-K students know the correct words to Jingle Bells. Though she is getting a taste of what it takes to lead a school, Haley is also learning that being principal doesn't mean absolute authority. There are limits.
This morning when we were greeting children at the front, a little boy said, is there any way that you can make recess longer? And Haley says, well, you know, I'll try. And the other little boy tells his friend, and he says, she's the principal, she could do anything she wants. And I told Haley, little does she know, you don't have that much power to change the recess time.
At least Haley is getting extra exercise as she realizes that her principal is usually on the move.
No, well, it's kind of like this really popular girl.
It's very important that you get out. You have to get out of your office. And she was telling me earlier, okay, can we go in the office and sit down? I said, no, we got to get out. We're out. I wear flats. We're moving. We got to go fast. And so go ahead and delete that.
When it's finally time to head back to the office and sit down, Haley gets to work on the many emails that have come in throughout the morning. Being a principal is not quite what she expected.
We have 20 emails from just this morning at 7:30 when we checked it.
The main job of being a principal is mostly, like on announcements, we always say words of wisdom, and you always want to have something on mind so you know what you're going to say. You always want to show up somewhere. You just don't want to do nothing the whole day. Always check your emails or your box is going to get really full. What do you think the trees growing is going to be about?
Though it's been a fun experience, Sandra has nothing to worry about. Haley's not exactly chomping at the bit to take over permanently.
Thank you. Have a nice day. I would like doing this, but I may do something else, but this is probably on my maybe list.
It's a lot of work, right? You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
We only followed Haley for part of the morning. She still had a busy rest of the day that included a ton of meetings and walkthroughs and a special lunch in the teacher's lounge. Who says being principal doesn't have a few perks? Happy holidays!